thing. I admire your taste. What am I doing here?
Well, these are 7,000 of your personal friends.
That's all?
And I think that a few of them, we're going to ask you some questions, unless there's anything you wanted to talk about.
You know, that's always a nightmare. I always think, what if somebody asked me a question and I don't know the answer? So what I want you to do, because you're the guy who'll pick the people, pick ones who look like they have easy questions, all right? If you have a tough question, go on someone else's paddle. By the way, since I don't hear as well as I used to, I sometimes have trouble making the question out. My good friend Jared here is going to repeat it to me. Now, that'll be boring as hell for you, but be tolerant. I went to all the trouble to travel here for you. It's the least you can do to put up with that, okay? All right. Now, take it away, Jared.
All right, now, if we can get some house lights or something and get these bright ones turned down, because I cannot see the audience, and that's really going to bum this out. Is there any way we can swap the lighting arrangement at all?
If it gets lighter and I see one empty seat in this audience, I'm leaving.
Oh, hell. Can't? All right. So, does anyone have a question? You need to get in line at the microphone. I thought I explained
No questions,
this already.
okay.
There
Hey,
we
it
go.
was nice seeing you.
So I'm an alternate. We're going to start over here. Go ahead and give me your question, sir.
Stan, I know that you're the father of Marvel Comics, and I know this may be a taboo question, but I'm just curious, what is your favorite DC Universe hero and villain?
I'll be honest with you. I don't really read the DC books. But I will do my best to answer. The only character I have read in DC that I thought was kind of funny and original in a long time. Oh my God, I forgot his name. Lobo, yeah. Do you know Lobo? I thought that way. I love him because he's so horrible. You know, I kind of wish I had invented him. But I mean, Superman, you know, he's Superman, Batman, the Flash, the Lantern, I don't know. Look, let me ask you a question. Superman flies, right? What is his method of propulsion? All he does, he goes like this. And he's flying. Now, why didn't I fly when I went like that? The whole idea of Superman was supposed to be he came from another planet where the gravity is much heavier. So when he comes here, it's so easy for him to jump over a building and so forth and run fast. Nowhere does it say he's able to fly like a goddamn comet. So I want an explanation, or I'm not leaving till I get one. See, we're more scientific at Marvel. When I want Thor to fly, he has his hammer with the little thing wrapped around his wrist. He swings the hammer, lets it go. He's tied to it, so the hammer takes him with it. Perfectly sound scientific way of...
Thank
That'll
you, sir.
teach you to ask those kind of questions.
We're going to go over here to the left side of the room. Go ahead, sir.
Stan, so good to have you. For myself and a million other people, I'm not here to ask a question. I'm here to thank you. I appreciate your imagination, what you've given us all. Thank you so much.
I didn't hear all of that, but what I heard sounded wonderful, and I appreciate it. Thank you. And very true.
So humble. Yes, over here.
Hi, so you've done a bunch of cameos in like all the, the Marvel movies. What is your favorite?
You know, I think my hearing is coming back to me. I heard that. My favorite cameo in the Marvel movies? I'm not good at favorites. You know, I tend to love them all. I thought the one where they wouldn't let me into the wedding of Reed and Sue was kind of funny. I liked the one in Spider-Man where I was listening to music while Spidey was fighting the lizard. And if I keep thinking, I'll say I also like this one and this one. I like them all. I am my biggest fan. I've got to admit that.
All right. Over here.
Stan, thank you for being here. 50 years ago, you created the X-Men. Amazing. This week, we got a new X-Men #1 with an all-female team, and I'm just curious to know your thoughts on an all-female X-Men team.
I missed the end of that.
So, how do you feel about an all-female X-Men team that just started out?
I think it's fine, but they can't call it X-Men. They got to call it X-Women. And that'll look funny on the masthead, but hey, that's up to them. No, I think it's a great idea. Anything that's new and different. You know, I don't know if you're aware of this, although I'm sure you are. The toughest thing is taking these characters that have been around so long and keeping them interesting for the readers all the time. You've got to come up with new angles, with new approaches, with new surprises to keep the readers hooked, or else after a while, I've read that kind of story before, I've had it. So anything they do that's different like that is good as long as they do it well. But luckily, it's Marvel, they do everything well.
Nice. All right, right over here, please.
When you created Spider-Man, like, how did you what inspired you to create Spider-Man?
I'm going to leave that one to you.
When you created Spider-Man, what initially inspired you to create him?
Greed, hunger, having to pay the rent. No, actually, I had done a few other superheroes, and my publisher said, hey, we're on a roll, let's do another one. So I tried to think of another, and as you know, with superheroes, the most important thing is what superpower will you give them? So the first thing I always think of with a superhero is what superpower do I want the character to have? And I saw a fly crawling on a wall. Yeah, I told this story so often, for all I know, it might even be true. I saw a fly crawling on a wall, and I said, gee, wouldn't it be cool to have a character? No, I'm lying to you. When I did Spider-Man, the word cool wasn't in existence. I probably said, wouldn't it be groovy to have a character who could crawl on walls? And that's how it happened. Then I began to think, what'll I call him? Mosquito Man? Nah. Insect Man? Nah. I went down the list and I got to Spider-Man. I mean, what could sound better? Spider-Man. Ooh, I'm getting all excited just saying it. Did I answer the question?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I never know, because I forget. I forgot what the question was. I forgot what I'm doing here.
You did fabulous.
Fabulously, it's an adverb.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Sir.
As the king of fictional superheroes, who is a real-life superhero to you?